my name is Sara Oehler and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Softflex Company. I'm also an avid jewelry designer. And today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite projects, which is really a quick and easy pair of earrings. We're going to be using our soft touch beading wire in the 0.014 diameter, and I'll definitely talk about why you might choose the brand Soft Touch and then also why you might choose that specific diameter of wire. And also we're going to be using some gorgeous CZ beads and Cornflake Pearls straight out of our gallery here in Sonoma, California. They can also be found on our website, which is www.softflexcompany.com. So here is the earring that we're going to be making today. We're going to be using this really great sterling silver finding, which you can also find on our website. These beautiful smoky plum, really deep dark purple CZ beads in two different sizes, a little briolette and a rondelle. And then we're going to use a beautiful cornflake pearl right in the center. And pearls have actually gotten pretty expensive due to all the new regulations that you find all over the world, trying to make sure that our oceans stay nice and safe. So these are a fantastic price on these beautiful cornflake pearls. If you go to our website, you should definitely check them out. And they come in lots of different colors. I just grabbed this tray. We have a gallery here in Sonoma, California, where we have a lot of our beads and then our wire and findings and things as well, but mostly lots and lots and lots of beads. So there's lots of different colors available, and these are all available online at www.softflexcompany.com. I'm also going to be using our Soft Touch Fine 2x2 millimeter crimp tubes and 3 millimeter crimp covers. And then the tools are just a basic pair of cutters and our magical crimping pliers. So the reason why you would use Soft Touch beading wire is that it's 50% softer and more flexible than our original Soft Flex. It is the most flexible beading wire on the market today. And why you want that flexibility is because it's really going to show up in your design with a really soft, very elegant drape. Most people who choose Soft Touch use Soft Touch exclusively. They don't want to use anything else. It only comes in our basic satin silver color. It doesn't come in any other colors. And this particular diameter is our fine, which is perfect for seed beads and freshwater pearls, which is what we're using today, a cornflake pearl, but also perfect for things like these itty bitty tiny, look how tiny this is in my hand, tiny briolettes, which will have just such tiny holes. It can be really difficult to get your wire through the hole. So I'm just gonna unspool some wire here, and there it goes. And I'll cut off a healthy piece, especially for video purposes. I always cut off a little more than I really probably would if I was just designing at home, but I do that so I have plenty of wire to make sure that I can complete my project. So fine is one of our thinner diameters of wire, and it's gonna work great for this project. So I'm just gonna take my bead stopper from over here. These are also for sale on our website, and they just clip right on. They come in lots of fun colors. I love the red ones. And of course, red matched my Soft Touch label. I didn't even realize. And we're gonna string our pattern. So I started at the top with a little CZ briolette. These things are so tiny. Finding the holes in them is like a miracle. But look how tiny those are. So I started with a briolette, and we're gonna do one of these rondelles. And I'll look and see if I have a size on those. Another briolette, another rondelle. And we're just gonna do a quick little pattern here. But this wire is the perfect size because an 019 would really have a difficult time fitting through these little briolettes. If you're brand new to Softflex products in general, Soft Touch, just like Softflex, is a multi-strand stainless steel beading wire. So there's actually 21 strands of stainless steel inside here, inside the wire, and then it's braided and then it's coated in a nylon coating, a premium nylon coating. And the nylon is a little different on the soft touch too, you'll notice. Different in a good way. So I've got my CZs all lined up. Now I'm going to find my Cornflake Pearl. Now these also have really tiny holes. In fact, the 014 just barely slides through that Cornflake Pearl. I'm going to go ahead and let that drop down to my beads, and I'm going to continue my pattern on the other side. So you want to use a beading wire for a project like this rather than a thread, because beads are like little knives. As they spin on the wire, they cut into it. And so it's really important to have something very strong underneath your design. And in this case, you're going to have not only something strong, but something really beautifully flexible. And that's a lot of why people use soft touch, is they just fall in love with the flexibility of the wire and how much it feels like a thread rather than a wire, but still has that strength and durability. So where's your hole? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got our pattern now. Easy peasy. I'm gonna go ahead and undo my bead stopper just by clipping there. Let the beads fall to the center of my wire, and then I'm going to take both wires and I'm going to string a 2 by 2 millimeter crimp tube. These are soft flex crimp tubes. They're manufactured by us to have twice as thick of a wall as most that are on the market, especially if you buy it like a craft chain or somewhere where they don't really care a lot about quality. You'll get a really thin-walled crimp. These are thick-walled, and they're also seamless, solid tubing, so they're very, very strong. So now that I've got my shape, I'm going to go ahead and take one wire and pass it through my ear wire. So one thing I'm going to suggest, and we'll just, again, clip our little bead stopper on here. That's the best thing to do if you're going to set down a design, because I can't tell you how many times I've had my design go flying. So on these little ear wires, you can see that that little guy there isn't quite tucked in. And so I'm going to grab my chain nose pliers and I'm just going to tighten it down. There, now there's no gap. So when I go ahead and connect it, I won't have to worry about it sliding off of there, which would be horrible. These cute little findings and a bunch of other different kinds of ear wires and posts you can find on the Softflex website. People don't always think of us for beads and findings, but we have a huge assortment of really beautiful things on our website, and most of our beads are marked 30% off on a daily basis. So like these CZs and these Cornflake Pearls, you can get an excellent deal. And you can do this in any color that you like. Like I said earlier, there's lots of color options. So there, you could do a really beautiful green. I could see that for Christmas, or there's some really gorgeous like champagne-like colors. That would be lovely. So I'm going to look at my two earrings and I'm going to compare and contrast the loops where I'm connecting, because I want those connections to look as similar as possible. I also want to leave enough room that my beads can kind of move around just a little bit on the earring. You don't want to tighten it so much that it's taut. Then you lose the flexibility in the product. I'm going to go ahead and slide my magical crimpers in here. You want to be really careful not to get one of these little CZ beads inside your crimping pliers. You also want to really center your crimp inside the pliers and compress. The first time you do it, you're going to get what looks like sort of a little four square. I like to call it a ravioli. And then you're going to turn that ravioli on its side in the same little divot inside these crimping pliers, dead center. Make sure that CZ is not inside there, and then compress again. And you're going to go around and around a few times, tightening it down. And that will take that tube and turn it into what looks like a little round ball and make a really nice clean connection to your earring post. I'm gonna go ahead and trim my wire as close as I can to that crimp by putting the flat side of the cutter next to that crimp. Get in there nice and tight. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side of the crimp. I'm gonna find my extra wire here so that I can slide my cutter in just as close as you can get it, and snip. And then you've got a fantastic, really great, sparkly pair of earrings. And again, I used the Soft Touch 014 because it would fit through those little tiny briolets and the Cornflake Pearls, but it's still really strong and perfect for this kind of design. And I also have some fantastic flexibility in how it drapes, so I am very pleased. If you like this design, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can check out all the products that I showed you today, the pliers, the cutters, the crimps. You can even do a crimp cover on top if you want to, on top of your crimp. The bead stoppers, all of it you can find on our website, which is www.softflexcompany.com.